What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Icy Jones. Welcome to another episode of Hot Seat with Icy Jones. We in the building at Room Service Radio. You know how it go every Thursday and Friday from 12 to 2. You know what it do, man. I'm excited today, man. Like my special guest said, I woke up on this side of the dirt. Alive and well. And so I got, somebody new in the building, somebody you guys need to become acquainted with. It's a lot of reasons. One, we want to get the Arts Factory up and popping. We want to make sure that it's a popping marketplace. We want to make sure that people go over there and support. We want to make sure that people go inside the building because it is a functioning building.
Yes, we are.
And man, when I was down that first Friday, I was just excited to meet people that I haven't met before, and just rock out like I never rocked out before, and just go meet some of the people that's in those suites doing their thing in there. You know what I mean? So I was like, let me check it out. So we go in there, and it was early on first Friday, and I get to meet some of the owners. The art in the Arts Factory is really, really good. And for those of you who like art, you should definitely go over there and support, not just on First Friday, but they're open every day.
Every day.
You know what I mean? And it's a lot of people in there. But I got to meet my special guest here today. He started out, doing airbrush and had a tattoo shop down south. And man, he came to Vegas a couple years ago, and he's been rocking and rolling ever since. So we're gonna get to know my special guest today, Alan Meredith. What's going on, sir?
Living life, man.
Living life.
Great beauty.
That's right. That's right. So let everybody know what you do. Come closer.
It's really by nature, I'm an airbrush artist.
Okay.
But I've moved into so many different fields lately. Anything from digital art to a good friend of mine, Ruben Martinez, turned on light painting.
Okay.
It's amazing, man. It's just stuff you just can't capture with photography. And my good news is hopefully tomorrow I'll have my release date of my first NFT.
Okay.
And I'm excited about that, man. It's totally different than my normal art.
Yeah.
It's very funny, comical.
Yeah.
Unlike my normal art, which is generally kind of dark.
Right.
But I'm really looking forward to it, man. And trying to get some business back in our building.
Right.
Make it the heart of the Arts District once again.
Yeah. Absolutely. I need you to come sit up for me.
All right.
No, to the mic. Yeah.
All right.
Yep. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. You can chill. We want to hear what you have to say.
I got you.
So when it comes to the art district, why did you choose the Arts Factory to have a suite?
Well, when I first got here, 3 years ago, I got fortunate enough that was the first place I got to ever hang my art in Vegas.
Okay.
And then going through different art shows and getting my name known a little bit more. Of course, COVID hit us, and it really hurt a lot of people in the factory, and it really, for me, it was kind of beneficial.
Okay.
It opened up gallery space.
Right.
And I was like, I figured, what better place to go than what's known as the heart of the district,
Correct.
than the Arts Factory.
Right.
So, off we went, man. We opened one up, and we started up upstairs.
Okay.
And it was, kind of dead.
Okay.
And then one opened up downstairs, and we jumped on it, and we celebrated our 1-year anniversary this past April. It's been great.
Yeah.
But, we always need more people.
Yeah.
It's just, art's great, but if no one sees it.
Yeah. And congratulations on that 1 year.
Thank you, man.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So what are some of the events down there that bring a lot of the people?
Namely First Friday.
Friday.
That's by far been the biggest event down there for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
We do have a flea market that pops up there every other Saturday out on it. We just have some new guys that are doing a nice big car show that comes out there.
Okay.
This Friday, actually, we have a vintage motorcycle night.
That's tonight.
Yeah, that's tonight.
Okay.
It should be hot. So
Okay.
we're ready for it.
Vintage motorcycles.
Yep.
Okay. Dope.
I'm sure there'll be more, but that is the main feature of it. Yeah.
And it's literally located on Arts District and Charleston. Is that the name of the that
It's
street?
actually on Boulder.
Okay.
Yeah, Boulder's the road that runs directly behind the Art Square.
Okay.
Arts Factory and Art Square.
Right.
So it's the same spot that First Friday is held.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where everything is held. And I think that's a lot of confusion for people, too, is our address is 107 East Charleston.
Yes.
But the entrance is on Boulder.
It's on Boulder.
In the back, But, we're getting people to nose to it. It'd be nice to have some more signage on the building. But
Yeah.
it's really hard to miss that big, bright, rainbow pink building.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So where are you originally from, Alan?
I'm originally from Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Southern boy.
Yeah. How was it for you growing up in Atlanta?
It wasn't bad, really. I mean, it wasn't bad at all. It was a little chaotic at times. I was really on the outskirts of Atlanta.
Okay.
Not many people venture down if you don't have a reason.
Okay.
But when I got old enough, got out of high school, it was like, okay, I'm ready to leave. So I went straight to sunny Florida, man, and hung out there.
Wow.
Well, I was an airbrush artist.
Yeah.
So what better place for me at the time was to go down there and start airbrushing, and I did. Really, within a year, I had the largest airbrush store in Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
Right on the Strip. It was great, man. I was just slinging paint left and right, man.
Slanging paint.
And then next thing you know, I'm painting for on motorcycles and cars, and I started doing some work for a tattoo shop owner. And every day is like, man, you should learn to tattoo.
Okay.
I was like, nah, man, it's just forever. I can't do that, man. I can wipe my stuff off. He goes, no, you'll be okay. You'll be good at it. And I'm like, okay, sure. Next thing you know, I'm sitting in a chair taking an apprenticeship, and then for the next 33 years, that's what I was doing, tattooing.
Wow.
Didn't hardly paint anything because I was painting on skin. Didn't have to,
Yep.
Now my paintings are going around talking to people, instead of just hanging on the wall waiting for your friends to come see it. Like, hey, man, this is what I got.
Human skin. So how is that? Because I want to go back because it seems like 1 year for you, like 365 days for you is enough to succeed. Because even the year, this past time, you said it like you've, succeeded in some things in a year since you've been there.
Yeah, that seems to be my time frame for some reason.
Right.
It's like, because when we got here, I got here, I had 2 paintings because I had just retired from tattooing.
Right.
The bills keep coming, so you got to do something to earn a living.
Absolutely.
So I go back to painting, and I had 2 paintings, 1 little 6-foot table, and a couple of my prints that I made from my paintings. And I was doing a little car show event up in North Vegas on Craig.
Yeah.
They have it every Friday, and that's all I had. Period.
Yeah.
And then I'm painting, and then doing a couple more craft shows, and people getting my name a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then, obviously COVID hit.
Yeah.
So nothing happened.
Yeah.
Other than me sitting locked away doing more paintings.
So you just cranked out the painting.
And then we just busted them out. And then next thing you know, we have a gallery.
Yes.
So, but it was that year window. It's weird that you say that because I never really looked at it that way.
Yeah.
But everything seems to happen in a year time frame for me. So.
365 days. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back, right? How do you, what is the apprenticeship like for tattooing? Because you can't just go straight to tattooing on skin no matter how.
Man, you are just free labor. You were free labor. Okay. I mean, in the beginning, you don't see a machine. You don't see crap. You see the toilets.
Yeah.
You see the dumpsters.
Yeah.
You see the mop bucket.
Okay.
That's where you begin. But honestly, for me, it was a really great apprenticeship.
Okay.
I was taught the business from the ground up.
Okay.
Not today's machine where your needles are built for you and your machines are built for you. No, I had to learn it all. I learned how to build my own power unit, my own machines, my own needles.
Wow.
I learned from the old school artists. Because when I started, there was really only like 150 artists in the country.
Whoa.
Not 150,000 in every state.
Yeah.
I'm an old guy.
Okay.
I've been around a little while.
Yeah.
But so it was a lot different, and you'd learned how to do your craft. Unlike today, hey, here's how your machine works. Here's how you put on your stencil. Go to town. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
Most apprenticeships that I've seen today just aren't what I call an apprenticeship.
Okay.
You don't get near a machine for 6 months at least.
Really?
Yeah, you don't even get near it.
Wow.
Definitely not near skin.
Yeah.
It's forever.
It is. It is.
Yep.
Okay, so then you end up with one of the major tattoo shops in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it wasn't mine.
Oh, okay.
A tattoo shop.
Okay.
I opened my first tattoo shop in Florida, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When after I moved, because I was a kid, and then I stayed down there for a long time, and then came back to Atlanta, which is where I hooked up with my apprenticeship.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, I kind of missed the beach.
Okay.
So I went back.
Okay.
So again, I fell straight back into my airbrushing because it was making me the biggest money at the time.
Absolutely.
I was fresh out of apprenticeship, man,
Yeah.
And then after paying my dues a little bit, I opened up my first shop, was doing really well. I stayed on the tattoo tour for a long time, doing the conventions.
Okay.
Winning some awards, getting published. I was doing great.
Yeah.
Didn't have no reason to paint at the time.
Right,
I was living it. And then along came life and a little incident with my eyes, and had to start wearing these puppies. And
Right.
I have morals, so it's time to quit while I'm on top.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy that's tattooing you that's going, I'll get it right. No, I can fix that.
Yeah.
No, you don't do that to people. So I stopped and went back to airbrushing, man, and
Yeah.
started my train here.
Okay. And when it comes to, Vegas, you have one of your pieces in the stadium,
Yes. Oh my God, that has
Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, in the new Allegiant Stadium. That has been my, I guess, the biggest feather in my art hat for me
Yeah.
since I've been creating art my entire life.
Yeah.
I was just, like I say, on that build up to the gallery.
So you didn't even have a gallery yet?
No. I didn't have anything. I had some paintings, man. And we was at Container Park. It happens every second Sunday. It's a great event put on by ISI Group. And I was just sitting there painting. I was doing a live painting. Figured, hey, let me draw some attention to my art.
Absolutely.
The next thing you know, I hear a voice behind me that, you got a minute? I'm like, yeah, sure. Put it down, and I turn around, and oh, wow, it's Michael Goddard, who's a very well-renowned artist.
Yeah.
And he was the curator for the art that was going to the stadium. And he says, I got a little project that I think you'd be very good for and interested if you want to do it. And I'm like, sure, I'm down for anything that's going to help,
Absolutely.
And come to find out, it was for artwork that was going into the new stadium. They scouted 250 artists, and out of those 250, they picked 70 to do the artwork.
Wow.
And for me, man, it's just the thought that the head people at the Raiders organization and the Allegiant Stadium, and Michael Goddard, they're sitting around in this boardroom with all these artists' art on the table, and they're going, kind of like this one. No, not so much about that.
Yep.
And for me to be picked as one of those, oh my God, dude, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. Sad thing is, got it painted, put it in. That's when COVID nailed us. And I've still yet to stand in front of my picture inside the stadium and go, da-da-da, I did this.
Yeah. Yeah.
One day it'll happen.
Absolutely. But your name is definitely
Yes.
there.
The name is there.
Absolutely.
Which was one of the big pushes for needing the gallery.
Yeah.
You got this artwork in, mine's in the VIP section. And, people see your art. They want to come see more.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want them to come to my garage.
Right.
It's like, this is where I paint.
Yeah.
So we opened up the gallery, and we've been trucking ever since, man.
Ever since. So let's go back to you growing up. I like to ask people, were you born in or raised in a two-parent household?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mom and dad was there the whole
Yeah.
time.
Okay. And as a man, what is some morals that stick with you today that moms gave you? In the same question for pops. Just two separate people in a household, but what did moms teach you morally that still sticks with you today?
Morally, wow. Most of that come from my dad and my grandpa.
Okay.
My mom was the reason I'm an artist.
Oh, okay. That's good.
That's 100% reason I'm an artist. She was an artist, and that's what we done all the time when I had time and there at mom. My dad, I guess the biggest thing for me is just Tell the truth, boy. That's it. I mean, you're still going to get in trouble.
Right.
But you're going to get in less trouble if you lie to if you don't lie to me.
Yeah.
So I've kept that my entire life. Sometimes I'm brutally honest, and people just don't like that.
Yeah.
You ask me a question, I'm going to give you an answer.
Absolutely.
Just make sure you want to hear it.
Right.
I'm still that kind of guy that, I still open the car door for my wife. I guess those are good morals.
Yeah.
I treat people how, I want to be treated.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, what color you are, how old you are, if you look poor, if you don't.
Yeah.
You treat me with respect, you're going to get it back.
Absolutely.
That's just the way it is, And you generally know after 10 or 15 seconds talking to somebody,
Yes, you do.
What you need to give them back.
Absolutely.
So I do.
And you said grandpop as well.
And my grandpa was, I call him an old mountain man, because he was originally from Tennessee.
Okay.
Big stature of a man, just, there was one way to do things. It was the right way.
Right.
And if you ain't doing it that way, just don't even do it. So I carry on a lot of my granddad, and my pop,
Yeah.
We lost him here back in November.
Okay.
But he still sticks with me every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm actually pretty much a spitting image of my dad, sort of. I don't have hair and he did.
So when it comes to art, you said mom's kind of embedded that, right?
Oh, yeah. She was.
How old were you? Do you remember back when you got hit with that bug?
I was told, man, that I came out of the womb with a pencil. That's what I was told.
Okay.
My earliest thing that I ever remember, I was in first grade, and we were doing these little collective plate thingies.
Okay.
And they had us draw a picture. And I drew a picture of a boat, of a ship, and they printed that on a plate, and that was my mom's gift.
Oh, wow.
So I was 6 years old is my first public pressed printable piece of art.
Yes.
So yeah, been a long time, man.
Is that what you knew you would do, or what was your dream?
No, man, I was going to be a rock star, dude.
Oh, you was going to be a rock star?
I was going to be a rock star, man. That was it. I lived and breathed guitar, man, at that time. I mean, no shit, I slept with my guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, it laid there in bed because most of the time I'd fall asleep playing.
Absolutely.
But no, that was all I was going to do. I mean, I created art. I was, drawing and doing stuff, but that was it, man. And I did make it to the studio, recorded an album. I say album, cassettes. I'm an old guy,
Right.
But we did put it out. The name of the band was Velvet Buzzsaw. It was awesome.
Okay.
We were together for about 4 years.
Really?
Yeah, and then life gets in the way, and everybody went their separate ways. And next thing you know, man, I'm tattooing and airbrushing.
You have children?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And any of them artists?
No.
Nobody got hit with the bug?
No. And nobody else in my family is either.
Wow.
No, it's so weird. I used to make jokes about it, as a kid. Man, I hope I'm not the mailman's. But you just don't know, because nobody
else.
And my granddad, what was really weird about it, like I say, he's a big stature of a man. And he was, always into construction, running heavy equipment.
Yeah.
As I did that for a time too. And, but he was like, boy, you need to get an occupation. That art and that music, that ain't going to fund you. Well, I'm 58 and I'm still an artist.
Still funded.
So, and I'm not on that heavy equipment being crippled to death,
What's one of your favorite, you did airbrush on T-shirts and stuff?
I airbrushed anything that would hold still.
Anything?
Anything that would hold still, man.
What's one of your favorite pieces you remember from airbrushing? One of them, because you did thousands.
Oh man, there's thousands of things I've airbrushed. My favorite thing, man, that's a big question, man. Some of the most memorable ones.
Yeah,
I painted the entire side of a semi-trailer once.
Wow.
It was
by yourself?
By myself, man. Oh, scaffolding.
Yeah.
Climb up, paint a little bit, get down, walk back. No, that don't look right.
Yeah.
I painted murals on sides of buildings in Florida.
Okay.
I think one of my most standoutish ones, because I did portraits for a long time, even in tattooing.
Okay.
And I had this lady, she came in and she brought me a picture of her child. And, she went away and I'm painting it and I'm spending time with it and I'm looking at it. And the kid had a lazy eye, and I don't know why. I just like, let me center the eye.
Oh,
Because I'm sure if I was the kid,
yeah.
I'd probably want it centered,
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, I did that. Mom's come in. She goes, that's not my kid. I love his eye.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, let me
Yes.
I'll white it out and move it over, But,
Yes.
but I was thinking from the kid's point of view,
Yes.
later down the line,
Yes.
when he's growing up and he's seeing this picture hanging on the wall at Mom's house, he goes, God, Mom, couldn't you got him to straighten my eye? It's straight now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, boy.
I understand.
She had a fit.
I knew you was going to say that. She was mad.
She was mad as hell, man. I was like, damn. But what do you do, man? You just keep cooking.
Do you have any celebrities that you tattooed? Anything of that nature? Anybody walk through the doors where you're like, whoa, and I get to tattoo them?
Not that I would say as really celebrities.
Okay.
No, not tattooing.
Yeah.
And it's a sad thing because I've been in areas where I should have.
Okay.
Just one of those things. Never did, man.
Absolutely.
Or I did not know.
But maybe
that
you
they
didn't.
were. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you feel like you're a part of the tattoo culture? With everybody having tattoos today and magazine, right?
Come
you
on,
got
man.
sleeves,
I'm
right?
sleeved out from legs, arms.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen the legs. I see your arms.
Oddly enough, what's really weird, I'm covered, my legs, my ribs. The only thing I don't have is my back.
Okay.
And I can't see it.
Right.
It seems kind of pointless. For me, it's like I'm going to spend
You want to see it.
30 to 50 hours at least being drilled on my back for something I can't see.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
So it takes several sit downs to get the back done.
Oh my God. Yeah, it takes months.
Months.
Yeah. Unless you're got a brutal artist that just rails on you for hours and hours and hours on end. Yeah. It's like the average sleeve takes about 25 to 30 hours.
Wow.
To do a really nice detailed sleeve.
And you just got to keep coming back.
And you just keep coming back.
Do you pay for it all at once or you pay for it by session?
No, most times by sessions.
By session.
But if you don't, man, for the artist, it's like kicking a dead horse. You paid me up front, and now every time you come in for the next 4 to 5 months, it's just, I don't get anything from it. It's just my time.
Yeah.
So it's easier just pay as you go. And it's easier on you, too. As a collector, it's a lot easier to come up with, $250, $300, $400 every time you go, as it is to $25, $3,000 all at once.
Absolutely.
So a lot easier for everybody.
So you go from being a rock star to airbrushing to tattooing to being Alan Meredith at the Arts Factory.
Yep, pretty much. And even when I was tattooing, it still had that rock star feel.
Oh, okay. Talk to me.
It does.
Give me the feeling.
No, I mean, because at the time I was doing it, we was in Southern Florida, and I was doing really well. We'd go into a show, and I walk away with trophies from everyone, first, second place, this and that, realism, black and gray.
Right.
And, I remember the reason I say this more in particular. I walked into a show once, and I had, there might have been 8, maybe 9 people that was with me that were putting their pieces into the contest, right? And we're walking by, and there's some group that's sitting there on the floor just kind of chilling. And we walked by, and I heard it as I walked by. I go, wow, we might get third this year. Damn, they're here. They were talking about us, and I'm like, damn. So, and then when you're getting magazine coverage, and, and you're like after the event day when they pass out the trophies, the event's still going on. Yeah. And your table's lined with 5, 6, 7 first place trophies, second place trophies. Yeah. It still has that rock star feel.
Absolutely.
You're always traveling. You're going to this convention, that convention, this convention.
Yeah.
And, after the convention's held, I'm booked for 3 months straight.
Okay.
So it was a good time,
Does your price go up in tattoos when you win like that? Does your price go up? Does it change? Or how does that work?
Mine was always the same. It was
Really?
It was $120 an hour.
Okay.
That way, it was easy to do the math, man. You sit down, start my little timer, boom. When it ticks off, you owe me such and such.
That's your payment.
It was just easy. Now, most artists, yes.
They do.
Conventions, oh, yeah, man. They'll go up to $250, $400 an hour because, you only have a limited time.
Yeah.
And to me, it wasn't more about that. To me, it was For one, I just enjoyed the feeling, man. It was great. Going around, you seeing folks you hadn't seen all year, from other parts of the country, other artists, people excited about your art, about your work. It was just fun.
When did you get your first tattoo? How old were you, shall I say?
I was 13.
13?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it covered up now?
Actually, yeah, it is. I mean, there's still something there.
Yeah.
But no, it was one of those ones, you go to school one day, you're talking with your boys and they go, hey, man, you can do tattoos. It's yourself.
Yeah.
Nah, how's that, man? Because you don't know shit.
No.
Man, you just take a needle and thread and you wrap the end of it and you dip it in the ink. And I'm like, really? Well, I got tons of Indian ink at home, man, because I was still art,
Yeah.
So first thing I did, I go home, man, throw my leg up there and, ow, this shit hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it works.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, man, I had this little spider on my leg, and I was like, wow. And then,
13.
oh, yeah.
Tattooed itself.
Yeah. And then your friends, obviously, were like, well, do me one.
Do me one.
I'm like, man, come on, do me one. So sure as shit you do. And then their parents. And that was one of the things, man, my pop, man, it was great. Back in the day, obviously I did this on one of my friends there, put a little G on his leg, that's what he wanted. And then his parent come to the door, man, raising hell with my dad. My dad just, without blinking an eye, says, well, your problem isn't with my son. Your problem is with your kid. So you go home and you deal with yours. He shut the door. He said, boy, what the hell did you do? I go, Daddy asked me to, and he's my friend, So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he stood up for me, man, but he turned around and, don't do that shit no more.
No more. Dang, so you was a tattoo artist at 13.
Yeah, man. Didn't know I was going to be.
Didn't know it.
But there I was.
That's nice, man. So if you can say, what would you like now that you're Alan Meredith, the art, what is it, dealer? No, you're an artist.
I'm just an artist, man.
Right?
Yeah.
So what do you want out of, when it's all said and done, what do you want from this shop you have or the art you have now, what you're doing today?
I want, what would mean the most to me, man, is just for my art and the business to be going well enough so that my family's taken care of.
Okay.
So they could live off the money that my art and the gallery made.
Yeah.
Because, I remember speaking with you earlier, this Christmas Eve, man, I checked out for the most part, I had a 2-day Widowmaker heart attack. Yeah. So now my focus is just how important what time I got left is.
Right.
So I really have to make sure that everything is together for them.
How was that? You said New Year's? Christmas?
No, Christmas Eve, man.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, man. Having
How
Christmas
was
Eve dinner.
that? And your chest is hurting.
Well, man, I thought I had heartburn, man.
Right.
Without asking.
Because you never had a heart attack before.
No, I never had a heart attack. And I didn't get that telltale sign of, hey, man, your arm's going numb.
Yeah.
Or, oh, my God, this is killing me to fall over.
Yeah.
No, man. It's like I had it the day before, and I was like, man, this sucks, man. Yeah. Chest is hurting, Breathe a little bit. And I thought, oh, man, that blows. Went out through that whole day, went to bed, woke up the next day, which was Christmas Eve, and it was still kind of hurting, but we went and had dinner at the in-laws, man. Sitting down to dinner at Cheesecake Factory, everything was fine. I'm eating, they're like, man, you ain't looking too good. I go, it still hurts. It still hurts. Finished the meal. They were going to order dessert, so I stepped outside, grab a smoke and come back in before. And I come walking back in, man, I was just like kind of wobbly, and they're like, dude,
You look bad.
We got to take you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I think you should.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law popped me in the truck and just hauled ass down Charleston Boulevard to UNC, and they pulled me in and they hooked me up. And their chart only goes so high, for the EKGs.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're totally unchartable. I was up here, and the biggest one to me, the doctor looked at me and goes, Mr. Meredith, you should be dead.
Wow.
I go, well, I'm not.
Yeah.
20 minutes later, I'm upstairs. They're putting in stents, and I'm still here.
Still here.
But now I have a whole different outlook of how, because back then, man, I was go.
Okay.
And, everything had to get done. Yeah. Now it's no. Now it's a focus. What has to get done and what doesn't.
Right.
Some things just don't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you learn that quick.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So I want everybody to know where they can find you at.
They can find me at 107 East Charleston Boulevard, Suite 100 in the Arts Factory.
Absolutely.
Or they can always find me online at Instagram at Alan Meredith Art. And my website is aviartworks.com.
aviartworks.com.
Yep. That stands for Airbrush Inspirations, which was what my business was.
Yeah.
It's an airbrush artist.
Yeah.
But then when I opened the gallery, we changed it. But the website had already been up for a while,
right.
Trying to sell things,
yeah.
which is a hard market to do. It's hard to sell stuff online.
Yeah.
I haven't quite mastered that one.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Got it.
Hopefully this helps.
Yeah, absolutely.
aviartworks.com.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did you ever make prints of your airbrushing?
Oh, yes. Always. You have to. Because once the original sells, I can't show it to anybody else in the world. Yeah. And nobody else gets to have it and enjoy it. Yeah, I always, no matter what I create, whether it's photography work or my airbrushing or digital stuff, I always make prints for it.
So people can get prints for whatever you do.
It's like,
it just won't be the original.
No. And I have that, some people, well, this one's the color's a little off. Mm-hmm. Well, if you want the color to be exact, you see the original hanging up there?
Yes, sir.
You can buy it and take it home.
Absolutely.
Or you can take the print. But most of my prints are pretty accurate. I mean, they're not far off because I do my own printing now.
Okay.
So, it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. And you do offer consignment, or you have enough artists in your suite right now?
Yes, I do have guest artists in. We average about 5 to 7 guest artists every month.
Really?
Yeah. Inside the gallery, there's generally only 2.
Okay.
And then my exterior halls that are in the hallways, I have art on them too. So,
okay. So, how do you choose that? How do you choose your guest artists?
Well, for the ones inside, honestly, it has to kind of fit my theme of art.
The theme. Okay.
It's because like I say, I do some really dark art, but not all of it, but the majority. And if you got somebody that's coming in with, kind of happy Disney kind of cartoonish, it don't really fit.
Right.
But my hallway is fine. The hallway is, for everybody, honestly, it's just mixed art. There's no specific medium. Okay. Really, I just judge it and I look at it and I try to do what was done for me when I got here. Because the A&W gallery that I first hung in, they didn't have to hang my art, but they come in, she goes, no, I like to help all new artists, and we do the same thing. A lot of our artists that hang with us, first time they've ever hung anywhere, give them what pointers that I've learned myself. Right. And it tends to work out for them so far. It's been doing good, really well.
That's good. So I want to go to a break, and we're going to play some music, and we're going to, as they say, pay some bills. And we'll be right back on the other side. And don't go nowhere. Hot Seat with Icy Jones right here on Room Service Radio. We got Alan Meredith in the building. See y'all in a second.
Yeah, sending this one out to my man Killer B. No doubt, indeed. Without weed, you know what I'm saying? That old real shit. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. You could run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook, cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. They never around when the beef cooks in my part of town. It's similar to Vietnam. Now we all grown up and old and be on the cops' control. They better have the riot gear ready. Trying to back me and get rock steady. By the Mac 1 double, I touch you and leave you with not much to go home with. My skin is thick, cause I'll be up in the mix of action. If I'm not at home, puffin' live, relaxing. New York got a nigga depressed, so I wear a slug proof underneath my guest. God bless my soul, before I put my foot down and begin to stroll into the drama I built. And all unfinished beef, you will soon be killed. Put us together.
Hey, yo, Jamal. What's up, man?
King, what up, man?
Jamal, what's good, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just leaving this workout for UNLV, man.
Oh, that's right. You did sign to UNLV, bro. That's big for the city, bro. How was the workout?
Yeah, workout was great. Coaches love me, But I get this wild message, man, when I get to the car.
What you mean? Message what? What you mean? Talk to me.
So I get this wild text saying we need to talk.
Right.
Get in the car. I call her. She tell me she's pregnant.
Pregnant? I mean, but that's like good though, right?
Nah, man, she not my girl.
Hey, yo, where that money at? Fuck you mean? Hey, yo, if Taz don't got that money by 12 o'clock, you already know what's gonna happen to you. And we ain't playing no game with your bitch ass, nigga. The fuck?
Shit's low-key scary, bruh. I mean, I feel sick, man. You the first person I told, actually.
I mean, really, Jay, it really ain't all that bad. I mean, I remember when it was my first season and Keisha hit me and told me she was pregnant.
Yeah, but that's different. Y'all were high school sweethearts.
Yeah, but a lot of my family wanted her to get abortion.
Ain't that King?
Damn, I ain't know that. So what'd you do, though?
I mean, I decided NBA.
Until my death, my goals to stay alive. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Yeah, we live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive.
What up, man? I saw you on the news the other day. How'd you going to UNLV, man? Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Signed last week.
That's what I'm talking about. King, how's Keisha?
You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm calling it right now. You finna go to college, you gonna bust they ass, and then you going straight to the league after, nigga. Hey, on the dead homies, he gonna put the whole hood on, nigga. I'm calling it. Just don't trick that shit away like this nigga King did.
I ain't trick off nothing. I had to take care of my responsibilities.
Nobody's trying to hear all that. What your ass should have did was tell Keisha to get a motherfucking abortion. And then maybe your hoop dreams wouldn't have been fucked up.
Hope dreams ain't fucked up. They right where they supposed to be. And everything on the up and up. And Jamal gonna see.
Fuck you mean? This nigga a motivational speaker or something? Fuck you mean Jamal about to find out? What the fuck you talking about?
Chick I'm dealing with, man, said she pregnant.
Pregnant? Nigga, you on the path of greatness and you over here getting girls pregnant? Fuck wrong with you? Is this even your girl?
We're not official, we just messing around.
Well, you're not official. Is she your girl or is she not your girl?
Not really.
How did we good then, playboy? Tell her to get an abortion. Because we already know that she trying to secure that bag because you about to go to the NBA, playboy.
Hell yeah. Get your ass on some abortion and some shit.
Hey, she don't want none of that. You don't want none of that, playboy. Trust me on that one. But look, here's 2 G's. An abortion about like, what, 400-500? Tell her to keep the rest and to keep her motherfucking mouth shut. Because if she don't, me and Mike gonna pay her a visit. Man, here, take it, man. Don't look around. Take it. Opportunities like this don't happen all the time. Ask your boy King.
Thanks, Taz. Should have used it. I'll let you know, man.
Don't worry about that, bro. You ain't got to pay me back or nothing like that. Just think of it as like an investment in your future. Our future. I'll see you around. Let's go to the store, Mike. Come on. Keisha, I said hi, nigga.
Hey man, you gotta watch him, man. Be careful with that, man. Everything with Taz come at a price, man. Be good.
Let's go. Traffic escape plan, that was the escape plan. But ain't investigating, that shit was a waste.
A lot of people, you know, they were like, damn, man, like, is you a real gangster? Absolutely not.
Yeah, you could go upstate, baby. Come on, what's good, baby? How everything? Everything's good, man. Just get up. But you know she wanna check. She knows she wanna check. We not giving up no money over here, okay?
She just wanna taste the candy.
Mr. UNL, we. Hey, you gonna get it right there. All right.
Now that shit was never planted. Yeah. Traffic escape plan, that was the escape plan. But ain't invested.
said you sound like water. I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter way you'll drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if it sound like water. Then when I dip, you dip, we drip. Said you sound like water. I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter way you'll drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if it sound like water. Then when I dip, you dip, we drip, yeah. Because it sound like water. He tryna find out if he gon' drown. Because it sound like water. That boy booking flights out. He from Jamaica, wanna kick it out in Vegas. Let me find out that daddy dehydrated. And I hate to say it, king that's under maintenance. You a star, baby, I want you to feel famous. This that water, get a cup and you can drink it. I don't do contamination, it's the safest. Take my mama in the heavens cause they made this. Baby, you can tell after you taste it. You sound like water. I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter way you'll drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if it sound like water. Then when I dip, you dip, we drip. Said you sound like water. I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter way you'll drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if it sound like water.
Like water.
Then when I dip, you dip, we drip. Yeah.
You sound like everything's the splash. Suds in the tub, let's take a big bang. If you don't know my name, girl, call me Big Dave. If you drip like I think I'm gonna be Big Mate. If you got OnlyFans, we got a big bag. I'm trying to be the only fan that you been hate. Baby, I can ride your wave facts, I've been there. Water good for the body, that's a big thing. They don't drink it like I drink it, you gon' see that. Trips to the beach just to show you where I be at. All in your stomach just to show you where I'm deep at. All in your ear if they ask where I sing it.
I told them water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter way you'll drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if it sound like water. Then when I dip, you dip, we drip. Said you sound like water. I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter way you'll drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if it sound like water. Then when I dip, you dip, we drip, yeah.
Are you scared? Sensei.
Godson, 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 Godson. Jones. Kingdom on earth, baby. Godson, 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 Godson. Gave me strength to get it done, get it done. Godson, 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 Godson. Can't stop, won't stop, get it done, get it done. Godson, Godson, Godson. I bang Christ like he a whole gang. He switched up my life, I'm talking life change. He set me free from them flames. Now it's kingdom on earth, yeah, Jesus reigns. It's a go, God over everything. Tell you seek the kingdom first and things be added. And you think you got it first, but Yahweh already had it. No stick shift, boy, it's automatic. Stay tuned under the right station if you don't want no static. I'm rough around the edges, I ain't fully polished. I'm just being modest if we being honest. I'm still in awe of God, he keep me astonished. Yeah, he keep on blessing me, he keep his promise. Ain't no turning back, I don't return to vomit. I'm out of this world, talking Haley's Comet. Don't stop, won't stop, you can't stop it. Gave me strength to get it done. Godson, Godson. Can't stop, won't stop, get it done. Godson. Gave me strength me straight to get it done. Get it done. Godson, 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 Godson. Can't stop, won't stop. Get it done. Get it done. Godson, Godson, Godson. Product of my environment, that's P-O-M-E. I seen Crips, Bloods, Pimps, Thugs learn from OGs. Grandfather was a bishop, told us pray on our knees. One plant, one water, God give the increase. I'm from a gumbo, that's jumbo. Vegas, baby, I'm gun-ho. Getting rid of you dumbos. Cover streets like punchos. Las Vegas, Nevada, we shatter. Chit-chat, chatter, we come. The haters scatter, they run. It's on a platter, we won. That's all that matters. Don't piss us off like bladders. Like paint balls get splattered. Don't try to follow my pattern. I'm out of here. Saturn, I got bars. Tavern, it's Jones. From my spirit to my flesh, through my bones. And I'm gone.
Yes, sir. Welcome back. Hot Seat with Icy Jones. We've watched King, the short film. It's out right now. You've watched Water by Chantel. And also, you've seen Icy Jones. Godson.
Yes.
That's important because Alan Meredith, he let us film, and the people in the Arts District let us film. And, we gave a shout out to them in there. Do you remember any of those? You got the Erykah Badu's, the SZA, you have the Mac Dre, rest in peace, you have E40. Who did those?
Those are my guest artists, Rose.
Rose.
Yes. She does amazing work, man. She's got more upstairs, too.
Okay.
By all means, come in, check out her art.
Yeah.
Get some of her art, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when you guys get down there, he's literally the first suite to your right. You'll see his name on the door. Really great guy, very warm and welcoming. And man, when we met him, we just knew, like, I have to give him an interview. You know what I mean? And got to work with this guy. And we want people to get down there to the Arts District and check out the Arts Factory.
Yes, sir.
How long has it been there now? The actual Arts Factory.
Oh, God. 20, 30 years?
Wow.
Yeah, it's been there a long time. I mean, the building's been there way before then, but it's been the Arts Factory for longer than I've been here.
Yeah. It has to be a landmark, man.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's the only pink building on the street. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
Even though I said to myself sometimes, man, how are they missing this building? It's huge.
Yeah.
But no, it's been there for quite a long time, man.
Absolutely. And also, how does one get in contact with you if they want to be a guest artist 1 month?
Just through our Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, every month around the, matter of fact, today, around the 20th of the month, we put out a call to artists to find out whether our artists that are there are going to stay.
Okay.
Or if they are leaving, we know how much wall space we have, and we go through, we jury, the art to see which is really going to be best suited, especially if it's in the hallway.
Yeah.
You don't want to put like a lot of overly offensive stuff in the hallway.
Yeah.
I really don't want anything that's religious, political in the hallway. I just don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Or deal with the people. Oh, that's it, wrong. I don't care.
Yeah.
Even though I did for this first Friday, man, I did a Johnny Depp collaboration picture that I done, a collage.
Yeah.
It's like 9 of my favorite roles that he did, you know. And just because of all this shit that's going on with him in the court, man, I put it up on my easel in the doorway and said, "Justice for Johnny."
Yeah.
And sure shit, somebody went, "Oh my God, I love it. I want it." They bought it. And took it
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone, man. I was like, hell yeah. That's the way you do it. Because I started the night and, me and the wife was thinking about it. And I'm like, man, I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people, but, I don't care.
I think a lot of us are behind Johnny on this.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you watch any of it.
Yes.
But, there again, it's not my monkey, not my circus.
Right. This is true. This is true. So address 107 East Charleston.
Yep, Suite 100.
Suite 100. And the entrance is actually on Boulder. So if you guys know where 18 Ben is, it's right in the same area.
Yeah.
It's next door.
That's our neighbor.
That's the neighbor. They actually share a door.
Yep.
So, you can
You
get
walk
in and
out of one and into the other.
into the other one. If you know where First Friday is, that's where it's at as well.
Yes.
And they have a lot of things going on down there. You named about 5 different events that go on outside.
Yeah, and we're steadily trying to add more. You know, trying to, because, you know, they did all that beautiful reconstruction down there, you know, new streets, sidewalks, lights, trees.
Yes, they did.
They made it look gorgeous. And now we're just trying to get people back there.
Absolutely.
You know, it's growing more and more. You know, COVID kind of did a number on everybody. But, you know, it's getting more and more. You know, so we just need it to get more and more bigger.
So what do you say to the artists that want to get started or that are having a hard time, you know, pushing their art? What are you telling them right now?
Just keep doing it, man. Don't let nobody tell you no. Don't let nobody tell you your art's not good or nah, don't do it. You know, keep your job. You know, you might want to keep your job to start. Because it helps. Art's a hard business. It really is a hard business. But never stop, man. You know, like I was telling you about my grandpa, you know. You can't stop. Just keep doing it. And one day you'll be at the right place at the right time and you'll sell a piece of art and you'll just get chills, man. And you're like, oh, damn, maybe there's something to this. So you just keep going. You know?
Art is suggestive. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can do what you want to do and somebody's going to like it.
Somebody's going to like it, man. It might take you, you know, I've had paintings that literally have hung up for a year until that right person walks in front of it. It touches their soul. They take it home, and you're just tickled pink, man. But,
who did the time watch piece in your suite, your gallery?
That would be Devin. Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah. She does a lot of stuff from books.
Okay.
All her artwork is their actual books. Books that she creates the art from. Each piece of art really is generally inspired by the book. So therefore, you know, when you look at it, she has like some from Frankenstein and Alice in Wonderland. She has an amazing umbrella that kind of gets people sometimes, but it's the Book of Revelations. You know, but it's turned into a piece of art. So, and she does some very interesting stuff.
There's one on the wall, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like goes deep, right?
Oh yeah. All her art is 3D art.
3D art. Okay.
Yeah, just more. They're more sculptures.
Yes.
Really, but they are hangable on walls.
Yeah. Nice. Do you have a favorite piece of art from Alan Meredith?
A favorite piece? Yeah, actually I do, man. And the reason for it is how it came to be and what it is. It's called Pretty Death. I think you've probably seen it. It's hanging inside. It's this like a female eye and a skull and some trees and stuff. But what that represents for me is when I retired from tattooing and not having painted really anything in 30 years, that was the very first one I painted. You know, even more so than the ones that was at the stadium. I mean, granted, you know, that's an amazing accomplishment.
Absolutely.
But, you know, I was asked to do that painting, and I've already been back at painting now, you know. But that was the very first thing that I had painted really in 30 years.
Wow.
And I took it to an art show, the original painting, and it was up for maybe an hour. And this gentleman who owned a bar in Abilene came in and just, dude, I want that. I'm like, would you like to know how much it is?
Right.
He goes, I don't care. I want that. And that kind of put it back in my head that, okay, my art is still sellable. It's still liked. So I just kept going. You know, like that. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not good enough. Because when I looked at it, it's like, it's not like it's this great, amazing piece of art. I mean, I did a good job. It looks well. But the fact that it wasn't up an hour, you know, so I go, okay.
That's amazing.
I think this is the path I should stay in.
Amazing value right there. And then you also have or do you sell the T-shirts and stuff? Because I know you had a Frankenstein.
Yes. With the Frankenstein you've seen, I was doing some airbrushing live down on Fremont Street. And it was just kind of slow part of the day. You know, again, like with me, you know, the best way to generate business a lot is people like to see you do it. See what you're doing. So I threw a T-shirt up on the stretcher board and started painting. And I started painting the Frankenstein live. So I kept that one and framed it, you know, as that framed T-shirt. I've made prints from it before.
Okay.
I do have T-shirts with my artwork on them that I print, and every now and then I'll have them out for First Friday for sale. Mm-hmm. I generally don't put them in the gallery often because for me it takes away the look of it being an art gallery.
Okay.
It looks like just a regular retail store selling any kind of items. You know? So, but yeah, I do have them.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What does that look like for you? Like, how much would a shirt cost? It's way different than the actual print. Yeah. And then it's different than the actual original art. So,
well, like the one you seen, the Frankenstein.
Yeah.
That is, to me, it's not to be worn. You know, it's framed, it's ready to hang on the wall. Right. So it's just like as if I did a canvas.
Okay.
You know, that T-shirt, I think it's like $250.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's the original piece of art.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And if somebody chose to wear it, okay. Yeah. I probably wouldn't. But, you know. Now, if I paid $250 for a T-shirt, I think I'm going to hang it on the wall like it should have been.
Okay.
You know?
And
but my other T-shirts, my printed ones, they're like $20.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just regular T-shirt.
Regular T-shirt. Okay. And let's get to the final NFT. Let's go back to the NFT.
Yes.
How's that working for you? How'd you get into it? And I don't know if you can even explain the character, but talk about that a little bit for the people who are into it.
How did I come about it? Well, I've heard a lot about it. You know, the NFTs, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I really don't know a lot about it other than drawing it. But I had a fellow come in, who's now my partner, Chris, and he knew the business side of it, the promotion side of it, and how to do this. So we sat down together. He says, is that something you'd be interested in, working together? And I'm like, yeah, man, this sounds like a great deal, And for us, our NFT, a good percentage of it goes to try to fight homelessness here in Vegas, because that is a rampant problem.
Yes, it is.
And if I can do anything to help, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's what really pushed me to help, because he had the ideal about it.
Okay.
And with our NFT, we're offering something that most NFTs don't, which is re-rollable traits. So you do your mint, you get it, and I kind of like it, but I don't. Mm-hmm. Well, there's an option down the line that you can re-roll your mint. So you'll get a different hat, you'll get a different shirt, you'll get a different pair of shoes. Yeah. And the NFT is called Rags to Riches.
Okay.
And it's really basically a story of both of us. That's kind of my path too. Mm-hmm. I started out, poor little kid, and still ain't a whole lot better now, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's about the climb. And it's the same thing for the homeless people. They didn't ask to be there. Everybody's life has a way that got them where they go. Yeah. And if I can help, I'll help.
Yeah.
So hopefully tomorrow we should have our possible launch date. Okay. It's still, we haven't set the actual launch date yet, but tomorrow we're hopefully to have that finalized.
Yeah.
So I can start, putting that out on my Instagram and letting people know when they can actually go live, mint their own. And the NFT is I can give you the character.
Yeah.
It's a frog.
Yeah.
Something that I've hardly ever drawn or painted in my life. But, it's animated.
Yeah.
It's really, he's funny as hell, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, to the point of a little insight of some of the rare ones.
Yeah.
There's some of the backdrop thing, rather than just a solid color, there's an old little pull behind little trailer in an outhouse.
Yeah.
Just funny shit, man.
Yeah.
Trying to make it humorous.
He's a very vibrant character.
Yes. Very colorful. Yeah.
In all different kinds of ways. So I seen it. It's dope. When it's time, get into it, So one more time before we get out of here, let them know where to follow you at, how to get in contact with you.
You can follow me at Alan Meredith Art on Instagram, or you can hit me up on my website, which is abiartworks.com. And I'm there all the time at 107 East Charleston Boulevard, Suite 100 in the Arts Factory.
Tell them how to spell your last name.
Meredith.
There you go, Alan Meredith. All right, man, we about to get into some music. You know what it is. Hot Seat with Icy Jones right here on Room Service Radio. Don't go nowhere. See y'all in a minute. Let's go.
They
make it and overcame so much shit, man. Real turf, baby, man. You know, niggas go through the pain, but it's, you know, it's how you prevailed about this shit. You dig what I'm saying? Free Pretty P, man. It's blessed. Hey. Hey. A lot of niggas in my face, it's just a lot of niggas faking. I was sitting on a level 3 with life, and never was I shaking. Just looked me in my eyes and said 70-20 what I'm facing. And my new bitch yellow, she remind me of Sanaa Lathan. Niggas say they wanna see you do good, they show a lot of hate. Many people slept on my grind, they be coming away. I'm cutting the grass, I swear to God I'm seeing the snakes. How the fuck you think I'ma sleep when I got my mind on the rate? And my son got big dreams, gotta teach him how to be great. You niggas know that I'm gas, gotta have it and come with no brakes. Got ran over hella time, that's why I'm done playing it safe. They say when you make a lot of noise, that's when the world is shake. These bitches get emotionally attached, I stopped going on dates. When I was a kid, I wanted to be just like Kobe, one of the greats. These niggas falling off like them niggas going on crates. Been through pain, been through struggle, see the shit on my face. A lot of shit on my mind. A lot of shit on my mind. I swear I've been through the pain. I swear I've been through the pain. Cause I got shit on my mind. I got shit on my mind. I swear I've been through the pain. I swear I've been through the pain. My ex-bitch mad because my new bitch, she unbothered. Having numerous souls in different states, get that from my father. Tell my nigga wreck me locked in, treat Malia like my daughter. Felt alone at my bunk, I miss my son, it got harder. Told my first whip by cop a Hellcat, that's just for starters. Really miss my dog, sometimes I feel like the Carter. Gotta get this shit up off my chest, I love to speak the pain. The world that we living in, teach my son about these lames. Got 7 years for $400, I felt the shame. Doing 23 and 1, I swear to God, I felt contained. Got numb to a lot of situations, came from the pain. You gon' take losses when you a boss, that's a part of the game. Niggas say they won't smoke, well this beam a part of the aim. I'm a lion in this jungle, these hoes all trying to tame. I'm a lion in this jungle, these hoes all trying to tame. A lot of shit on my mind. I swear I've been through the pain. I swear I've been through the pain. Cause I got shit on my mind. I got shit on my mind. I swear I've been through the pain. I swear I've been through the pain.
Brian.
You lie. I try. I'm attracted to you, toxic too. Let's get high, baby, just don't ruin the mood. You lie. I try. I'm attracted to you, toxic too. Let's get high, baby, just don't ruin the mood. Let's get high, baby, you trapping the mood. You fuck with me, I fuck with you. And if it's real, I keep it true. All them late night missions, it was me and you. I'm attracting, no subtracting anything you do. That pussy had your boy in stripes like he Beetlejuice. Baby, me and you rock and roll like the Beatles do. Yeah, that Teflon love, cause it's bulletproof. Yeah, I fucked up, but I ain't perfect. Man, I took my wrongs till it's curtains. Could've put a ring on it if it was worth it. Now you with your new boo and it's hurting. You lied to me, I lied to you. You said fuck me, so it's fuck you. Them love ties, got them stuck again. The hammer cocked back in case I love again. You lie. I try. I'm attracted to you, toxic too. Let's get high, baby, just don't ruin the mood. You lie. I try. I'm attracted to you, toxic too. Let's get high, baby, just don't ruin the mood. Now what we about to do? Why you playing games? All that he say, she say is hella lame. All this back and forth shit, you better pick a lane. I am him in real life, better never change. And I miss your vibe, I wanna love again. And I miss your ocean, I wanna drown again. I done took so many hills, I need to win again. Shit getting colder than a purple cup of Finnegan. Man, I wish I was a kid again. Heart getting dark, I've been losing all my feelings in it. You say he ain't ghetto like me, ain't insecure like me, but I bet he ain't the cure like me. IUMG, baby, pure mid-leaf. My name holds weight when you speaking on me. You toxic, I'm toxic. Where did we meet? You lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. I try. I'm attracted to you, I'm toxic too. Let's get high, baby, just don't ruin the mood. You lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. I try. I'm attracted to you, I'm toxic too. Let's get high, baby, just don't ruin the mood.
I've been fighting my demons, ain't in a happy mood. Ain't cut my hair in 3 months, it's an avenue. This real runch, you can tell by the baggy too. Faux Nick stuff in my jeans, they baggy too. She said, I know you not my father, but you my daddy too. That'd have been an interesting episode of Family Feud. Brody came through and he threw me the alley-oop. Little nigga with a big heart, call him Scrappy Dude. I got weed, I don't need to hit the kush after you. You got drugs, you could've pushed, now they after you. Some cold-hearted niggas, they'll shoot at the pastor too. Every nigga with me eating, bro, grab a spoon. And I don't give a fuck, I said that shit before. I had to run it back one time, that shit was cold. She kissed the dick, we wasn't standing under mistletoe. BSM did the beat, that's my little bro. You want a verse, I need 5 G's in the envelope. You can check my catalog out, bro. I've been this dope, the belt Gucci now, but it used to be Kenneth Cole. I was a bad kid, you ever heard of Dennis the Menace, bro? Boy, that's clever the way you put words together. Never switch up, you know what they say about birds and feathers. You ain't know the block was hot, you better learn the weather. HK, Heckler, Cox, we can purge whenever. MR73, that's my third Beretta. You smoke weed, my Brody and them, they'll start a rev, and I'm pretty sure you can get high and still go to heaven. I hit my first blunt, I think, when I turned 11. Then I turned 13, cause I don't fuck with 12. You ain't got money for a feature? Oh, fucking well. I used to buy weed from this light-skinned Southern bill. Victor down once or twice, her baby daddy was stuck in jail. Real nigga? I know, I'm shicey, huh? Ever seen the underdogs win the game? That's some Mighty Ducks. Bad bitch, pay top dollar to get her body done. Blick on the hip, that'll make everybody run. Start spice talking, cause rapping was not this fun. Alright, look, I brought this bitch overseas, little bro. You ain't got this one. Everybody hit that bitch, I'm pretty sure that is not his son. That's Uncle Reggie shit, bro, that is not his gun. City boy, raised in a place where the cops don't come. You rapping all the street shit, but never shot no gun. I know cold-hearted niggas that ain't got no love.
Scrappy! Yeah, for a while now. I've been busting my hump in this network for years. I mean, who do you think's been keeping the cartoon industry fresh all this time? But do I get the same treatment as them? Not even close. Can I help you? My name is Scrappy, and I've been here longer than all of you. The problem as I see it is too many cartoons. They're the kings and queens of this network, and they know it. They put in the hours, the late nights. Where's my key to the castle?
From 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. to visit Grits Cafe. Okay, Grits Cafe. You can call them. It's 702-255-4748. That's 702-255-4748 to put in your special order. Once again, that's Grits Cafe, soul food restaurant. All right. They close at 3, open at 7 a.m. So get your breakfast and lunch. They're at 1911 Stella Lake Street, suite number 150. That's right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, in that 89106 zip code. Okay. Let them know Icy Jones sent you. Once again, that's 702-255-4748. Grits Cafe has been serving Las Vegas for nearly 11 years, and they look forward to showing you true Southern hospitality when you join them to eat. You feel me? I mean, they got some amazing bowls. I mean, the shrimp grits, catfish, fried chicken, peach cobbler. I mean, goodness gracious. They're only closed on Tuesdays. So Sunday, Monday, 7 to 3. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 to 3. Okay. So again, they thank you for taking the time out to come check them out. Like I say, they've been in business for 11 years, and they got the gold. They've been voted Las Vegas best soul food restaurant, voted by readers of the Las Vegas Review Journal. So they got the gold plaque. You feel me? And whether you crave chicken, waffles, or shrimp and grits, they will satisfy your hunger. So like I said, you can order online, gritscafe.com. And you can call in for your order as well, 702-255-4748. And also, they are hiring, so you can join the team. Make sure you submit applications, or you can go in the store, or you can go visit them on Facebook, but you can apply, okay? They are small but mighty. It says, do you have what it takes to join their growing team? Are you friendly, reliable, energetic, confident? If so, they're hiring for all positions, okay? So you can go to the website and learn more. And once again, some of the positions right here are cashier, expediter, dishwasher, and cook. You can apply in person. Once again, their business hours are 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're closed on Tuesdays. And Grits Cafe is at 1911 Stella Lake Street, suite number 150. And that's Las Vegas, Nevada, 89106. So if you plan on moving to Vegas and you need a job, holla at Grits Cafe as well. You know what I mean?
So what's the name of your company? My company is Overflow Pools, LLC.
And what do you guys specialize in?
We specialize in installations, repairs, regular pool maintenance. There's literally nothing that Overflow Pools, LLC does not do except for build pools from the ground up.
Okay. You got connections for that?
We do.
All right. Now, how can they get in contact with you, and what is your name?
So my name is Michael Gibson. I am the owner, and also I share this company with my wife, who is also an owner, Shantayana Gibson. We both, excuse me, we both own Overflow Pools together. You can reach me by going to literally overflowpools.com. It's on Google. We're number 3 in Las Vegas. We are a 5-star company, probably 4.5 stars. You can go to us on Angie's Lee. You can go to us on Yelp. We backed up by the Better Business Bureau. You can also call us at 702-513-5333. That's our company office. You can also even go online and just type in Overflow Pools, and we'll come up pretty much everywhere. Facebook, everywhere, bro.
Absolutely.
Everywhere.
Okay. Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas. Hey. Hitman B. My profile, rooted in the West. Hell block at its best. Crip City vet. Voice of the street, put the city on the map. All I need is one mic. You can say less. Mob affiliated, like I'm Luciano. Hold a round table, down in Maggiano. Suckers love to hate when you banging at Rolando. Must show respect, keep it 100. Look at me now, running numbers up overnight. Got access to hell game, nothing's overpriced. I'ma play the field, you can roll the dice. Hop the easy 6 and 8, welcome to the city life. Welcome to Vegas. 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 Life outside the strip. East side, north town, west side we live. Summerlin to Henderson. Centennial Hills to Southern Highlands. A real native. Las Vegas rebel, second generation. Rolls out the pavement. Sorry for the wait, but you can't rush greatness. Knew the job when I took it, gotta stay dangerous. Gratitude's tired of telling just to stay famous. Well, good luck on your way up. So many say they real, but they actions never weigh up. I hope you young bucks get your fucking weight up. Welcome to Vegas. Welcome to Vegas. Welcome to Vegas. Welcome to Vegas.
Yo, we did that.
Hey, yeah.
Hit me.
I don't need them girls. I'm just a flirtatious type. Been this way all my life. I can't lie. I don't want them girls. I'm just a flirtatious type. Been this way all my life. I can't lie.
Something about you keeping my attention.
Yeah.
Was a player, this my intervention.
Okay.
You hold the key to everything I'm missing.
I'm missing.
And if I can't have you, then it's back to pimping. Never threw my eggs in one basket. It's hard to trust, loyalty I'm asking. I need love, you can keep the lust. I want patience, baby, what's the rush? Or you here for longevity? I just need a little clarity. Apologize if my actions ain't right. Can't lie, I've been flirting all my life.
I don't need them girls. I'm just a flirtatious type. Been this way all my life. I can't lie. I don't want them girls. I'm just a flirtatious type. Been this way all my life. I can't lie.
Tryna live, learn, and grow. Take responsibility for all my wrongs. Swear she's just a friend. No need to lie to you or pretend. I like to hear a woman's perspective. She was giving me all the directions on how to keep you happy. All along she was plotting on my family. Grew up in a broken home. Some wanna see you fail, others want you to be alone. Misery loves company. I'm good where I'm at. She the one for me.
I don't need them girls. I'm just a flirtatious type. Been this way all my life. I can't lie. I don't want them girls. I'm just a flirtatious type. Been this way all my life. I can't lie.
It's just different.
Oh yeah. Da, da, da. Love. Finally made it up out this dark place. I've been searching for something to make me okay. Looking for inspiration inside my life. Knew there was more to this and I had to fight. Rapping just a rap, I got something to do. There is a blessing in this message, up to you if you choose. You could neglect it or respect it, look at my point of view. But when you dealing with addiction, it's gon' alter your mood. Different levels to the drugs depending on what you do. But when your body gets dependent, got no choice but to use. So I used. Started off just having some fun. When my mom passed away, I did the drugs to get numb. Didn't wanna feel a thing, I was dead to the world. If I didn't get my fix, cold sweats in our Earl. Night terrors in the days, weeks turn into months. For you know it's been a year and I'm still on the hunt. 2 years later, thinking I got control. Little did I know, slowly I was losing my soul. Isolated from my family, didn't ask for no help. Stubborn than a motherfucker like I do it myself. Yeah, right, next thing I know, the boy is locked in a cell. Facing a 1 to 5, just didn't give me no bail. Oh hell, where all my friends at now? Only bitch that held me down is who I'm with right now. And it's the feeling I get when you getting close by. Tug on my heartstrings, I think I know why. You feel the same way, I never say it. You want to owe me, I'm on some new shit. You cannot break me, I am unbreakable. You can't replace me, I'm irreplaceable. You had your chance when I gave you all of me. We wasn't satisfied, you want the finer things. You want the fancy house, you want the diamond rings. You want the brand new car, the life of luxury. Money won't heal your soul, wealth won't make you whole. And if you wanna cross the bridge, you gotta pay the toll. Finally made it up out this dark place. I've been searching for something to make me okay. Looking for inspiration inside my life. Knew there was more to this and I had to fight. And it's the feeling I get when you getting close by. Tug on my heartstrings, I think I know why. You feel the same way,
I never say it. You want the old me. I'm on some new shit. You cannot break me. I am unbreakable. You can't replace me. I'm irreplaceable. You had your chance when I gave you all of me. We wasn't satisfied. You want the finer things. Da 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 da. Yeah. Da 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 da.